Hey everybody, welcome to the Dad Challenge podcast. My name's Josh. I want to thank you for joining me here today. I'm a little bit pissed, not gonna lie. I'm angry. The Shaycarls came out with a video saying, okay, we want to talk about something, and then literally said some shit. And so we're gonna go over that some shit video. Yeah, it's pretty bad. And then we're gonna go over Colette's video called Letting a Dream Die. Because, you know what? Yeah, this Shaycarl's a complete and utter dickweed, but Colette's not innocent either. And Collette has been riding the innocent train for this whole time. But now that we know what we know, she's not so innocent. Of course she is a victim, of course, but she's also enabled this person, this predator, to do what he's done to other people. And then they have the audacity to sit in their car and tell them that we've saved people's lives. You're a family vlogger. Relax. Piss off into the sun, okay? Yeah, I'm angry. Let's go. Okay, so if you're not really following along, the Shaycarls have been on YouTube since the inception of YouTube, basically. They are the first family vloggers who daily vlog their lives. They made millions upon millions, tens and tens of millions of dollars, okay? Then Shaycarl was outed for sexting a sex worker, a cam girl, for months. Okay, and it ruined their life. And then they went on Roman Atwood and said, we lost everything. And they didn't lose anything. Actually, they lost nothing. They're still together. Shaycarl gets away with it because they're Mormon, and he is, they have to abide by Mormon principles. So Collette becomes the person that just has to suck it up and deal with it. We went on that podcast and they're like, oh, it's just text messages, not a big deal, right?
I thought it was blown way out of proportion.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, he sent some, as an outsider, I'm like, yeah, he sent some messages, but dude, it doesn't seem like it's as bad as everyone's making it sound.
Yeah. And for those people who are like, oh yeah, it's not a big deal. Well, F you. Because then Montana Dana came out with a video where she told her story about being accosted by Shaycarl in her apartment. He went on her bed, he approached her, touched her unwantingly. It ruined her life, basically. He had power over her, and she obviously didn't give in to Shaycarl, but he did things really, really inappropriately. Montana Dana then went to reach out to Collette, and then Collette ghosted her. So it's nasty. So Collette, and again, we know of, and Montana Dana also said that there's one more woman that we know of that is refusing to speak up because she's scared. And can you blame her? Right? These people have power. They have lawyers. They have money. They have everything. Right? And so we know of at least one more. So that's 3. And do you think it stops at 3? How many do you think Collette knows about? Probably most of them. How many NDAs have been signed? How many people have been paid off for their silence? If it's true that Collette knew and didn't say anything, that's an enabler, right? She's willing to let him ruin other people's lives and not say anything about it and stay with this guy. She stays with this guy. It's because of the money. It's because of the Mormonism. It's because apparently she doesn't want to break up her family. But what you're teaching your children is that it's okay to do this. That's what you're teaching them. Don't forget too that, and I forgot to mention this in the Roman Atwood podcast, they brought their oldest son along, and he listened to that whole thing. Everything that was cut out from behind the scenes that we didn't even hear, he listened to all that. These kids honestly believe that women are second-rate citizens. There's no respect needed to give them. They don't need to be loved. They don't need to be respected. That's what they're teaching their children, and it pisses me off because they didn't lose anything. Okay? And they still want to continue to vlog. For what reason? They have more money than they'll ever know what to do with. Okay? Just leave. You're both assholes. And you know what? One thing that's good about these guys is that they're really not anything anymore. They're not the hot shit. And the people that still watch them are the ones that nostalgically watch. Oh, I grew up watching you and all that kind of stuff. And they're like, I loved you guys. But I don't understand you can continue to support somebody, 2 people who have actively ruined people's lives and just be like, well, it's okay. It's because I like them. Okay. Get wrecked, you moron. There's so many comments on this video that we're about to watch. They're like, I'm sure they've been deleting tons of comments, by the way. But they just... The problem with the world is that you let people get away with it. And again, the problem with Mormonism too is that these are the people that represent Mormons. So if you really don't want people like me getting upset with the way Mormons are represented, maybe just check who's representing you. Maybe the Mormon church should come out and say, they don't go here. We don't like them. We're good. Like, look at the 8 passengers. Look at these douchebags. Roman Atwood apparently is a Mormon now and just completely diminishing. Like, Mormons represent Mormon church are doing it wrong. You're making the Mormon church look foolish. More foolish than it is. Already with the secret handshakes and the freaking weird shit that they wear. Weird. I know. Like the baker's hat and stuff. I know. They're already weird, and then these people represent them. So can you blame people for hating the Mormon church? No, you can't. That's what I'm saying. Anyway, so they get in their car, and I guess it's been a couple of weeks since their last video. Let me just check here. Yeah, their last video was 2 weeks ago, which is asking strangers for a bite of their food, which only got 52,000 views. Then 19 hours ago, okay, we want to say something, which has more views than the previous video, by the way, in less than a day. So people are looking for the drama. They're looking here, and they know that they are. These people are not. I get more views on my videos than they do now, and they have 4.8 million subscribers. What does that tell you? It tells you that people forgot and just don't like them and just forgot to unsubscribe. That's what happened here. Like, that's crazy. If I had 4.8 million subscribers at the rate I was going now, I would be in the millions of views per video. These guys, I get more views than they do, which is crazy. So it's quite interesting to see that they've kind of been like, they don't want to let go of it. They don't want, like, they don't know how to read the room. Nobody likes you anymore. You've destroyed people's lives, Shaycarl. And Collette, you have enabled him to do so by staying silent on it and staying with this douchebag of a person. So here we go. Let's see what they had to say.
Okay, so I want to say something.
Hi!
Okay.
I'm vlogging here.
Hey guys.
We're back.
Back at it again.
Ugh, that's cringy.
What's that from?
The white vans.
Oh, yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I want to say something.
Okay.
I've been thinking a lot lately, and here's the thing. Basically, we haven't said very much about what we have been through in the last several years.
That's not what people are asking you to do. They're asking you to talk about what you've put others through. We know what you've been through. You went on the podcast and told us all what you've been through. How you lost everything. It's woe is me. I was drinking. Drinking's bad. No. Nobody cares what you went through. Nobody cares. They want you to come out with a statement about what you put others through. Again, deflection. These people are so good at deflection. And there's nothing, you can't ask them a question. They're just like, well, you guys are wondering what we went through? No, we're not.
And that is for a reason. And I just feel like this, I always want to honor my truth.
Do you now? Okay, well, let's hear the truth. She says they want to honor the truth, right? And then she doesn't give you the truth. They just completely ignore Montana Dana, who, by the way, worked for them, were friends with them, loved their children loved her, and they're just going to ignore it. Look at Shaycarl's face. Look at him right there. Look at that. These guys don't care what they have done. And if they did, they would get off the internet, and they would make right with their family. Their families they owe everything to, that they've exploited.
And I've never felt like sharing everything that goes on in our lives is doing that.
Did you just say that you want to honor your truth, and by not sharing some of the things, I can't honor my truth? Is that what you just said there? Totally. Get that. Yeah. No.
For me. Anyways.
What the fuck? No, you don't get to... To me, my truth to you is not telling you the truth. That's what my truth is. Okay, well, okay.
I just wanted to say that because, first of all, we really appreciate.
Do you?
All of you that have supported us and stuck with us and been compassionate and understanding.
Encouraging.
Yeah, if you encourage these people, you're a twat. Don't encourage predators. That's the problem here, everybody. Why would you encourage this guy who's now got 3 women, one that hasn't come forward, but we know of, allegedly, and you just encourage him? You want to encourage, this is the guy you want to encourage? This guy who's worth probably $30 million, who's made that off of exploiting his children? You want to encourage this guy? Thanks for the encouragement, yo.
Encouraging of our lives and our situation.
What? Are they really here sad fishing about their lives and their situation? You have got to be kidding me right now. What do? You literally made money exploiting your children for the last 10 years, 15 years on YouTube. You have more money than you'll ever know what to do with. What is your situation? You live in a van down by the river? What's your problem? Do you expect us to be here? Oh, we're so sorry for all of your loss. You gotta be kidding me right now. People like this, wealthy ass people who stumbled into money, they have no idea about their past. They've forgotten where they came from, completely forgotten. They have no idea. They are so tone deaf and blind to their privilege that they don't even want to think about their past. Oh my gosh, these people are assholes.
When we started the Shaytards, we started it with just fun in mind and being a family and sharing the...
That's a lie, because you went to Roman Atwood's podcast and said, oh, we get money for this? We get money? No, you started for money and then you admitted it. So what you're saying here is a lie. Like, all you have to do is go back and listen to everything they say. They always contradict themselves. They always out their own lies. You did it to make money. At least you were honest on the Roman Atwood podcast. Now you're just, oh, we did it for memories.
Memories that we want to remember. And that's why we've chosen not to share every single thing that happens in our lives. And that's not to portray a perfect family, because we're...
But you did.
Not.
But you did.
Obviously.
Obviously. Look at the douche sitting next to you. Obviously. This guy has ruined people's lives. Obviously.
But it's because this is for us.
How did he convince you to say this, Collette? What did he have to say to convince you to do this? Like, look at this guy. He's aged 50 years in the last 20 years. That's a lot of booze.
Blogs are something that we wanted to create
money.
Legacy of memories for us and our family.
Put that one on a shirt. Legacy of memories. Stop lying. Stop saying this, family vlogger. Stop it. Nobody f***ing believes you. You're lying. You did this to make money. That's what you did this for. And if it was for the memories, the legacy of memories, why did you share it with the millions of people? This logic is so flawed, because all I have to say is then make it private. You still can make memories. Why do you have to share it with everybody? Why do you have to share your kids everything? There's a video of them, one of their most popular videos is a kid getting a boner in the car. They're like toddler getting a boner. Okay? Those memories, does that need to be public? Does that shit need to be public? Or could you make a legacy of memories that you could put on a computer or a hard drive or a thumb drive or whatever and watch later as a family? Nobody believes you. This is a bullshit lie. All of you say it too.
And share the good parts.
Get better shit to say.
And the uplifting, positive things that are a part of our life. And yeah, we've been through a lot.
And
He's put you all through a lot. Let's be clear here. He has done all this, all his fault.
So public. I mean, that's one thing we never anticipated when we started this, is like, we are very raw. I mean, like Collette just said, we don't share everything, obviously. Like,
why did you start the phrase like, we're so raw, but we don't share anything? You're not raw. You're not. Everything's fake.
Who would want to share every single thing of their lives with everybody in the world who has a connection to the internet and can watch YouTube? But though...
Nobody. And nobody should want to share that with the world. But you did, you idiot. You literally did. What are you saying? What are they saying here?
Those of you who have been with us and, like I said, encouraged us and have been with our family through hard times, through good times, through so many times, the last 15 years of our lives, thank you.
Oh my God, this is so disingenuous. This is so gross. You guys are gross.
Sincerely and genuinely.
So instead of coming out with hey, we're really sorry to this person that we ruined their life, we're really sorry. They're just like, thanks for encouraging us. What?
We see the messages. We don't respond to all of them. We got a Twitter message the other day of this long paragraph of somebody saying that, you know...
I gotta choke up some fake tears here. Hold on a second.
That we raised them and that they were going through a very hard time and can...
How did you raise somebody? And if that person is saying that honestly, ew. Did you let a YouTube family raise you? And how did you raise them? You didn't raise them. But if you thinking, and he's about to sit here and on top of his freaking $1 million pile of money and say, we're so grateful that we raised you. You didn't raise anybody. But if you do think it, that just means you knew of your influence and you still did shitball shit with it.
Considered suicide and watching our video.
You bastards. You're such a bastard for saying this and sharing the story.
He changed all that for them. And that's, you hear those stories and people have...
No, I don't believe you. Are you really just going to sit here? But then you're going to come and say, someone just sent us a tweet message saying that I was going to commit suicide, but you raised me and then I didn't commit suicide. So we're basically heroes. How many times have you heard a family vlogger put on their own cape and pat themselves in the back about how amazing they are? That we need this. We need to do this. We're here for a reason. We're here to make you smile. We're here. So are you telling me that person, if you didn't exist, they would have been dead? Is that what you're saying right now? Are you out of your fucking mind after what we know about you? That is what you're going to come out and say? Are you crazy? Oh my God.
Said that to us a lot, and it's almost hard to believe. It's like,
it is, because it's hard to believe because it's not true.
Wow, we really have had that kind of impact on people. But
what about the other impact you've had on the people that you've hurt and damaged? What about those? What about the people who did love you and then found out you were a complete and utter twat? What about those people? What about those people?
But because of your comments, we've seen that.
Yeah.
We just want you to know that we love you. We appreciate you, and we love making these videos. We love having these memories.
Again, memories can be shared privately. Dumbass.
Love, engaging with you people and people.
What do you mean, you people?
Across the world. So we're not going to quit. We're not going to give up.
Oh, I'm sure you're not. But I'm sure more people are going to come forward. Again, you don't have to quit. No, you know what? I want you to quit. I want you to leave. You don't need to be on the internet anymore. You're a terrible influence on people. You're literally telling people that what you did is not a big deal. You're teaching those fans that you have influence over, it's not a big deal. That's literally what you told everybody. And that's what they're going to believe. You asshole. Do better for your fans. If you love your fans so much, Shaycarl, do better for your fans. Do better.
We love each other. We choose each other. We are almost...
You choose alcohol and choose cam girls and choose your people who work for you and choose others. So not we. She chose you. You chose debauchery.
Going to be celebrating our 20-year wedding anniversary.
Yeah. One other thing I wanted to say is, like, we've been through a lot, and it's not a secret. It's not a surprise to anybody that we've been through a lot. We've been through...
Stop saying, just glossing over we've been through. We've put people through a lot. That's what you needed to say. We are to blame for a lot of this. That's what you should say. We're not without blame here. Of course, Carl asshole over here, he's mostly to blame, but I'm not without blame either. And us as a family channel, we're not without blame either. That's what you need to say. Except you're like, we've been through some. She's wiping her face with $100 bills. F off, Collette. Just F off.
Almost divorced. We've been through rehab, recovery. Shay has struggled with alcoholism, like all of these things. It's not a secret.
Yeah, and you said you went to rehab, and then 2 years later, he did the same thing to Montana Dana. He did the same thing to her after all this rehab that you guys went through. Well, it totally worked, I guess. Go to a different rehab.
Or a surprise. We're not going to share every single thing with you guys, and that's for a reason. And we love you, and we're so grateful for those of you that do support us and understand us. And you know who I'm grateful for? You. Grateful for you too.
Yeah, it's so genuine. So genuine. You can't even have a genuine moment with his wife without making a joke about it. Like that makes you totally disingenuous what you just did there. I love you. Yeah, because you totally meant that. Sounds like you meant it.
You are the rock that this family is built on. You have stayed strong through very tough times.
And the only reason he's saying this right now, and I know you're watching this, Shaycarl, you twat. I know you're watching it now because I said this in my video with Roman Atwood. You didn't even apologize to your wife. You didn't say anything. He's literally saying almost verbatim what I said in my Roman Atwood podcast that he should have said. So I know you're watching. Good. And I hope more people come forward and I will call your shit out all the time. My deep dive into this whole thing with the cam girl, I'm still doing that. I'm going to re-expose it. Why not? I know people's like, it's old tea. I don't care. I'm not here for the tea. I'm going to tell you guys what it's like to be a family vlogger, what they all go through, what they do to other people. And you know what? There's lots of people who have not been exposed to what Shaycarl did, so I'm going to expose them to it. Because you deserve that, you asshole. But thanks for watching, guys.
I love you.
Oh, God. Could you be more awkward and cringy, please?
Sorry.
Oh, my God. That's awkward. Well, aloha! Sorry, cat.
And I want to make another baby.
See? He's all trying to be all in the, oh, I love you. But then here's the joke. So he doesn't love you. That guy exudes complete and utter I don't know what's the word. Lack of genuineness. Genuineness. I don't know. That's all. Again, he did and it's a big joke to him. This is a big joke to Shaycarl.
I know you do.
She's like, I don't want to have sex with you anymore. You're nasty.
Let's go buy some bulk food
I hope this guy's been checked and shit. You know what I mean?
for our 5 babies.
All right. Bye, guys.
So that was what they had to say. That's their big thing. And then they went shopping. Great. So nice of them. Oh my God, I forgot about that one. So that really, really pissed me off. It really pissed off Dana as well. When we're speaking, I'm asked, she said she doesn't know if she's going to say anything yet, but she did allow me to say the things I said. But you know what, guys? She was like a really, really nice person to these people and genuinely loved people and genuinely wanted to help and genuinely wasn't a dirt. She was amazing, is amazing, talented, and helped people and just wanted to create music and have fun. And Shaycarl completely took advantage of her 100%. And then propositioned her for sex at the end. All the while holding the job over her head inadvertently. Bringing her out there, moving her out there and saying, oh, we're not vlogging anymore. But now they sit in the car saying, we're not quitting. We want to vlog all the time. What happened to that? You're such gross, gross people. And I'm glad that the internet's forever sometimes. Because this is always forever for you. You're going to be in an old folks home, Shaycarl, and old folks will be like, oh, that's Shaycarl, he's an asshole. This is going to follow you forever, and it should, because you're an asshole. And then you're going to be like, we're never giving up. Giving up what? The 50,000 views you get per video every other week? Cool. Again, it's not about the money for them. They have more money than they ever need. Again, they just want to be famous. They just want to continue to make sure you know that they're here and they're totally awesome people. They're gross, all of them. And this is going to follow you and your children everywhere. And it's shame on you for doing that. So this video has been on my docket for a very, very long time as part of the whole Shaycarl expose thing that I was going to do. And this is her doing about a 10-minute video about, I guess this kind of, I don't know when this kind of happened. Let me see what it was. What's her name? Collette. I don't know what her last name is. Collette Katie is her name of her channel. And this video was done 4 years ago and it's got 4 million views. So she's made 30 grand off this just one video here. And of all the videos, if you sorted her channel by most popular, obviously this is the most popular one. Then Fun Girls Day at the Park 8 years ago was 3 million views. Then Cutting Off 12 Inches, 2 million views. So her channel gets views, but it wasn't the main thing. It wasn't their main driver. And now she's doing things like how to make Applebee's famous Fiesta lime chicken and shit. It's garbage. Shit's garbage. These people can't help but be like, I have to put a camera on my face or I don't feel like I'm a person. That's crazy. So this is what she did 4 years ago. And the Shaycarl thing happened, like, when did Shaycarl do the all-in-one news, Scarce and Keemstar do a full report of the Shaytards and more? That was 5 years ago. Shaycarl was caught cheating 5 years ago. So this is a year after the cheating scandal. And she says, letting a dream die. Let's see what she has to say here. Because now we know that Collette is an enabler and she has hidden her husband's secrets of what he's done to other women from the world. All the while being the victim. I'm the victim, I'm the victim. Now we know that she's not the victim. Well, she's the victim, but also has made victims of other people and has ghosted other people and has not come forward and said anything. So now that you know what Collette is like, let's watch this. Very interesting. Gotta make sure my makeup.
Hey, you guys, I'm back.
Shit, a nose job?
I'm back, and I am so grateful right now that
I need to see this. Stop, Goss. I think it's in the same nose.
I was able to turn the camera on. It's been a very long time since I've been on YouTube.
Yeah, this video, 4 years. So 2 years had gone between the magical family treasure hunt and this letting the dream die. So this is a year he cheated, then she took 2 years and then came and did this video.
Around 7 months since I've been on YouTube at all, and it's been even longer since I've posted anything on this channel. Man, it has been a crazy year for me. I've tried to make this video so many different times. You know, I keep second guessing myself, I doubt myself, and I finally just feel like, you know what? I'm just going to let go of all the things that I'm trying to control and just accept what is and talk to you guys. Because I can't tell you how many times during the past 7 months that I have thought, oh my gosh, I can't wait to be able to share the things that I'm learning right now with you guys.
Imagine this is your life, okay? You're going through the most massive amount of turmoil you could ever go through. You've been cheated on, you've been wronged, and your husband is one of the most famous guys on the internet, and you feel like an utter fool for not seeing it. And then you're like, I can't wait to tell everybody on the internet about this. You guys see a problem with this? You see a problem with narcissism now? Do you see that?
Told myself that when I come back to YouTube, when I get back on social media, I'm not going to say anything that I don't want to say. I'm not going to come out here and be like trying to explain everything about my life to everyone, because that's not my intent. This is about me.
I'm not going to tell you guys anything about me, but this is about me. Okay? And then you just 2 seconds ago said, I can't wait to tell everybody about all the shit I just went through. And then you said, I'm not going to tell you guys anything. Do these people have any scripts? They just spout words. They don't even know what they're going to say when they turn the camera on. They know they're going to make a ton of money. They just spout shit. They don't even make any effing sense.
Channel's about me, and I'm excited to share with you guys what's in my soul. My soul is so full right
But you just said you weren't going to...
now. I can't even... That's why it's so hard to make this video, because I don't even know where to start.
Exactly. I just said that. You don't even know what the hell you're saying at all. You're just spouting words.
I don't know where to start. And I already can tell that I've been rambling a little bit. But
Yeah, I've been.
I'm okay with that. I accept that is
You could have edited that shit out, though.
the way this video is going to go. It's not going to be perfect or beautiful or anything.
None of that. It's none of that.
It's
You're right.
just going to be the way it is. I know many of you have so many questions for me. When we left YouTube, it was crazy. Things were happening. We were planning on leaving anyway.
Things were happening. Oh, is that what you call that? Okay.
For a while, at least quitting the Shaycarl's channel, letting the kids take a break and all that stuff. But stuff happened and life happened, and we had to leave.
You didn't have to do anything at all.
Shay made a post about alcoholism coming back into his life and manifesting in his life, and it's true. It happened. And like...
Are you not talking about the camera girl? You only going to talk about... Again, why do they deflect to the alcoholism? Is Shaycarl really convinced his family that it wasn't him who did it? It was the alcohol? Because if that's the case, nope.
Life happens. It's been hard. Our relationship's been messy. Our lives have been messy. And that's just the truth of it. And I'm not afraid of that. This has been a year of overcoming fears for me. And I can tell you, my soul has taken a whole 180. I feel like a different person. And as I've been contemplating and pondering and meditating on what I want to say when I come back to YouTube, how am I going to talk to all of you? What am I going to say? How am I going to... I don't know. I don't feel like I have to explain anything to you guys. I just have so many things that I've learned.
They always say this too. I can't wait to tell you everything about it, but I don't feel like I owe you guys anything. Well, you sort of do. I mean, literally all of your wealth was built off the people that watched your shitty videos. None of this is because of you. All of it is because of your audience. Again, which watched you, gave you their social media currency, is the only reason you have any money, because you have no discernible talents whatsoever, none of you. Okay? So yes, you actually owe everything to these people. And they all say this. When the shit hits the fan, they all say, I don't feel like I owe you guys an explanation. Although I'll give you an explanation about other things, like my kids getting hurt and all their privacy. I'll give you all that, but I don't owe you an explanation when it's about me. No. That's not what we're about. Okay.
Learned through the experiences that I've been going through that I want to share with you. And there are some things that I don't want to share with you, and I...
Like the other women that your husband harassed and sexually assaulted and all that stuff. That you talking about that? I think she's talking about that. She's talking about that. Yeah, that's what she's talking about. She doesn't want to talk about the other women. She want to talk about the alcohols. I know. Well, I don't know. I know. You've gone through. Like we think we know. You haven't really said anything, but I'm sure it's crazy. I know. Yeah, I don't. Okay, then go decorate for your Halloween. Okay, then. Aloha.
Won't. And I'm okay with that. And if you're not, I'm sorry. No big deal.
It's okay. You're literally the reason we make money, but F yeah.
I don't care. I've had so many moments of like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to talk to you guys. I can't.
But then I don't know you anything and you suck it. That's the next sentence out of your mouth, is that I can't wait to tell you everything. What is she saying here? Who is this person?
Wait to share with you maybe something that I've been going through that will help you guys go through what you're going through.
Again, here they are putting on their cape. Right? Shaycarl said Shaycarl said the exact same thing. He's like, maybe we'll help people get through this together and we'll make content out of me cheating on you. Huh? How about that, everybody? Huh? Yeah? Sounds good to everybody? Okay. They can't wait to make content, no matter what it is. And then in the same effing breath, they'll say, I don't owe you anything.
It's all the same. I believe that we're all together. We're all going through the same things. We're not separate in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah, we're all separate. All of us are.
Anyways, with all that hippie mojo that I'm throwing at you guys, I'm totally hippie now. That's my new thing. I meditate. I read a lot of books. I'm so happy right now.
Hippies read books. I read books. I'm not a hippie. What? I totally meditate and I like absolutely manifest all the things. Rich people, just shut your mouth when it comes to weird shit. Okay? No. Okay? I'm rich because I read books. No, you're rich because you exploited children. Okay? Don't come out here later and be like, well, we're so entitled to all of our wealth and riches because I read books and meditate. No! You literally built your entire fame and cash off of exploitation. So, suck my ass.
This feels good. It feels
Does
good
it? You haven't said anything yet. Does it feel good to say nothing yet? Okay, good.
to turn on the camera and express to you guys what's going on in
You haven't said anything about what's going on yet. We're a quarter of the way through the video.
my heart. And I know it's messy, it's jumbly, and it's rambling, and I don't care.
And you have not yet once said anything that's coherent. So yeah, you don't care though. Okay.
I don't even care.
You do care because you're here with your makeup on doing a video. So you care. Liar.
There is
Oh
one
my God.
experience that I do want to share with you guys. It's the essence of how I feel right now. It keeps coming to my mind every time I think about what I want to share with you guys today. And so I'm just going to share that experience with you.
Okay.
So I started running again over the past 7 months and I love it. It's been very therapeutic for me.
Nobody loves running. Liar.
It helps me clear my mind. And sometimes my runs they're angry runs. I just go running because I gotta blow off steam and I need to clear my mind, my body, and it just feels better after I do it every time. There's not one time I don't go running. I mean, I hate it sometimes during the process, but there's not one time that I don't go and come back and feel better. I had a particular day a couple months ago where I was really struggling. I was angry. I was very, very angry.
I wonder if it's when you got the letter from Dana. Was that when it was? You're particularly angry about something and that you get a letter from somebody that said your husband did this to me. Oh, that one that you ghosted? Is that what you were angry about? Or was it something before that? Remember we went out for dinner with your brother to hook him up with Dana and something went right down and you kicked him out of the house? Is that what you're talking about? Is that what you're talking about?
With my life, and I was resisting and I wasn't accepting the way things were. I was very mad. So I went on a run and I was listening to a book by Melody Beattie called Codependency No More, and I've listened to that book several times over the past few months. It's really good and it's helped me a lot. And there was one part of the book that, I'd listened to it before, but it didn't really stick out to me until this run. And she was talking about accepting things, accepting what is.
I hope you're not going to be like, I accept my husband's a dirt. And now I feel better. Okay. Superwoman empowerment.
And that can be really difficult. I mean,
at one point you got people who are like, well, he made a mistake. He didn't actually physically cheat on her. So, and then they made their amends. They went to therapy. Even one could say, okay, fine, right? Take him back. Do what you got to do. You don't want to break up your family. We get that. But when you're talking about multiples now, was he actually sorry? Because apparently this happened after all of that went down and all the forgiveness and sorries went down. He did it again. And imagine how many times he's done it where we don't even know about it. So, I mean, are you just going to accept that he's that way and you move on with your life? Or are you just going to have an open marriage? Is that what you're going to do? Because just come out and say it. You're so raw and real.
Many things that I think all of us are in denial about, and how it's not until we can accept what truly is that we can stand in our own truth and that we can see the freedom that's waiting on the other side of our acceptance.
Oh my God, rich people talking about shit. I don't want to hear it.
So when she was talking about accepting reality, she mentioned something that really hit me, and that is that sometimes in order to accept what is, we have to allow a dream to die. So I immediately turned off the book and I thought, oh my gosh, I'm holding on to a dream.
What's the dream? Your marriage? Because you're still together.
That I need to let go of. And my mind went back to myself as a little girl And we all have hopes and dreams for the future. We all have ideas of what our life is going to be like and how we hope it will be or how we expect it to be. And I saw myself as a little girl thinking, I want a perfect relationship. I want to have a perfect marriage. I want my Prince Charming to come sweep me off my feet. And I want to be a mom and I want to have 100 children and the way I wanted my life to be. And I know that's an exaggeration, but I
mean, everybody wants a good marriage. But so she is saying here, the dream of having a good marriage is dead. Okay. And why are you still with that ass crack then?
I had that idea and I was holding on to it so tightly that it was hurting me because I knew life isn't perfect and it hasn't been perfect. And it's been really messy. Shay and I's relationship has been messy and it's been hard. And I have had my heart broken. And we both have, really.
How has Shay had his heart broken? Are you kidding me? Again, you're sitting here listening to this, right? She's literally like, I've had my heart broken. Oh, also Shay too. No. None of this is your fault up to this point until the other girl told you everything. Okay? She's literally deflecting and saying Shay's a victim too. Because that is what he has told them. That is what he has built into his family. That's crazy gaslighting, everybody. That's insanity for gaslighting. This is like gaslighting 101.
The way that we thought life would be wasn't. But as I let that sink in, and as I let my soul just accept it, I started to tell myself, it's okay. I was looking at that little girl in my mind saying, it's okay. I gave her a hug and I patted her on the back and I was like, Collette, it's okay that your dream didn't come true. It's okay.
It's not okay. No, it's not. You can go get your dream, go find someone who will love you, who will treat you with respect and kindness, and not... the text that he sent to that cam girl over the months, that's insane. I'm sorry. That's not just a mistake that you made by drinking. This guy has some sick, untended to things in his brain, and he expressed them through a sex worker. And then he tried to get another girl to have sex with him, and then someone who worked for him to have sex with him. Okay? He's not okay. So you do have the right to live a dream and say, okay, I'm done. That's my old way. I'm going to go find someone who will love me. She's quite an attractive lady. She's very famous. She'll find somebody. Well, she probably won't find somebody because being famous is not conducive to finding a good relationship. Let's be real. But all I'm saying is that you have the opportunity to say, I could go pursue my dreams still, except you're just going to live in the nightmare that your life became and just be like, that's it. I guess we're here now. Okay. That's way to teach those people that you influence that that's just how it is. Not. If my daughter came to me and her husband did what Shaycarl did to you, and she was asking my advice would be to like, leave that asshole. You are owed and deserved way more than that. You are a beautiful, incredible person with tons of value, and that guy clearly doesn't value you. So you need to leave, love yourself, and go find someone who will value you. It's not over. But she's telling them, no, we're just stuck here in this hell that we've created. Thanks, Mormons.
It doesn't mean that you're any less. You were wonderful, and you were just fine, and it's okay. And
see, that's what you could say if then you made the choice to leave after he cheated on you a bunch of times, okay? And not stuck with this guy and enabling him to do that. Because once you got away with it once, you don't think he's going to continue to do it. He's going to continue to get away with it because he knows that you're not willing to let this go, this money or fame or whatever it is. Okay? You should have followed that up with like, and I'm leaving for myself. I know that sounds selfish to a lot of people, but at this point, at some point, you got to be like, okay, enough is enough. It's almost like she's going back to an abusive relationship time and time again and telling people that that's what you should be doing. That's irresponsible.
And I just started sobbing because it was like really hard. It hurt a lot to watch my dream walk out the door, really, to let it die. But I just let it sink in. I just let myself feel that pain.
This is gross. I mean, my relationship is shit, and I'm just going to sit here in this shitty relationship, and I just let it walk out the door. That's defeatist. That's not what you should be telling people. That's crazy.
And
wow.
I let my heart break, and I accepted it, and I said it's okay. As I let myself
No, it's not. That's not okay. No, it's not. It's not okay. Guys, don't tell people having your heart broken is okay. It's not okay. You should never sit there and be like, this is okay. It happens. No, that's the whole point of the outrage. It's not okay. Nope. You should say it wasn't okay. What is she saying? Is she spouting shit?
Pain of my dream dying. Something happened within me. It was almost like I started.
Maybe you guys can tell me this, because I'm not a woman. Obviously, I don't have those types of feelings. The nuances that I'm probably missing here. What am I missing? Is that okay? Or would it be okay just to be like, okay, well, that all happened and I'm moving on. It's okay to move on. Is that what she's trying to say here?
To tell myself, why couldn't this happen? Why couldn't it be this way? Why couldn't it have gone this way? Something inside of me just kind of gave me a nudge, like, Collette.
Collette, you're rich. Don't worry about it. You got like $25 million. You can buy anything you ever want, ever. So it's okay.
That would have happened. If your dream would have come true, would you be who you are today? And when I heard those words in my mind...
What?
I thought, oh my gosh, no.
What? Let me break this down for you for a second. So, if your husband hadn't cheated on you, probably multiple times that you know about anyway, would you be this person today? And are you saying that you're better for your husband cheating on you? Is that what you're literally saying to everybody right now? What is your problem? Are you out of your mind? You're not better for it. You could maybe stronger for it. Better? Maybe you better if you left him and then went on to do something that you felt you were worthy of. That would be better. You're not better. You enabled him after this. You're not better. You're a liar. Don't tell girls this. That's crazy.
I would not be who I am today if my dream came true. And I'm so grateful for who I am.
What? What? I could understand that if you left his ass and then said, look, I'm free. I'm going to go do what I want. Yeah, sure. I get that. But now we know what she did do and what she didn't do. Namely, one of those was getting that letter from Dana and then ghosting Dana. So what? What are you saying, Collette? You're a lying hypocrite asshole.
Oh my gosh. And my tears changed from pain to joy. It was so
I can't fathom this. I let my dream die, this thing that I felt I was owed. You know, a loving marriage with a committed husband. That didn't happen. I let that die and I'm better? I don't get it. Like what?
How that shift just twisted like that. I'm so grateful for who I am and for the things.
And you just know these comments are like, yes, queen, you're so enabled.
I just started
6,000 downvotes on that. Some people are like, it's crazy how perfect she is. Literally the wife everyone wants. Not really. Shaycarl didn't want her, so okay. I don't understand people like, who's here watching this? Because Collette is the queen of keeping it together. Is she the queen of keeping it together? Is she? Okay. Some people in this, if you sort by news, says, I wish she'd respond to Montana Dana. Did she know about what she did? Yes, she did know. I stand with Dana. You need to let marriage die too. Stop enabling Shay to continue to do these things to women. This woman opened up to you and you just completely brushed it off. I'm sorry for what happened to you, but you respond this way, or rather should not respond at all. What does that teach your girls? Amazing comment. I'm pissed because she's just sitting here lying to herself and then telling her daughters and the women that watch her that this is what it's okay to like be taken advantage of, to be hurt and broken by the person that you loved. It's okay. And you're better for it? Oh my God, no. My daughter, I would never show this to any of no. I'd show my daughter and be like, this is what you're not supposed to do.
I've learned for the power that I've gained and the self-love that I've gained through all of this, that I don't want my dream anymore.
Words and then this other catchy word and this other word that I know is popular in words.
More. If my dream came true, I wouldn't be who I am today.
So let's go back on that a bit. So let's say your dream did come true and you were in a loving, committed marriage. Are you saying you would be worse off? Are you serious right now? No, let's be real. If Shaycarl just stayed faithful to you and you were also millionaires and everything was still great, you'd be better for it. Are you kidding me right now? You're such a liar. You're such a liar. I'm so glad my husband cheated on me because I'm such a better person for it. That is the wrong message, Collette. The wrong message to give people.
Oh, and that to me describes the essence of what I've been going through. I'm grateful. Wow,
thanks for the essence of that. That essence is like the essence of when my cat walks by and you hear it and you're like, what was that? And then you're like, oh my God, the essence of a cat fart is like, what the hell, man? What did you eat? That's what that is. The essence. that I'm seeing.
Life is hard, it's messy, and it hurts. But it's okay.
But it's okay to get hurt. It's okay, yeah. You should actively try to get hurt so that you'll be better for it. That's what she's saying, everybody. I'm not mistaking that.
We can grow. And we will grow. We will become stronger because of it.
And then we will like get messages from our husband, from this woman that my husband tried to sleep with, and then I will completely ignore her. I will ghost her until I get called out for it. Then maybe I'll apologize. Maybe then I will. You know, years later when you tell your story, then maybe I'll contact you. Oh, hey, look, we are matchy. We're matchy. Kitten break. We're matching. Our sweaters are matching. Hello, Luna. We're matching. So, sorry, we need a kitten break. This is crazy that I'm watching this.
Because of it, not just through it or on the other side, but because of our trials, we will be stronger. And that is...
So are you telling me you can't be strong unless you go through massive amounts of trials like your husband cheating on you? You can't be strong? Is that what you're telling us? I mean, if you had a choice right now, all the women watching this, and it's mostly women, I appreciate you being here. But if you had the choice between being stronger by the trials of your husband cheating on you or just living in a loving marriage, what would you choose? That's what I thought. Okay.
Freaking awesome.
Is it awesome? Yeah, I think you're trying to convince yourself of something that's not the thing. If you have to say the thing, everybody, it's not the thing.
Oh, yes. Life is messy. I still have really hard days. Shay and I are working on our relationship still. It's not perfect.
Sounds like he was. Sounds like he was trying to go after some strange ass as well. So, sounds like you were working on it while he was working on strange ass.
We're taking it one day at a time, and it's messy, but it's okay. And that...
No, it's not okay. Really. Let me be the first to tell you it's not okay.
Is reality. And I wouldn't have it any other way.
I'm sure. Are you telling me that if you can go back in time and your husband didn't cheat on you, that you would prefer that he cheated on you? Is that what you're telling us? Is that what you're really going to say here? You idiot.
So that's what I wanted to share with you guys today. I know you're all curious how the kids are doing, how life is really going, and I can't wait to share it all with you.
I'm sure, but you just said you don't listen to anything. Okay, got it. Never mind, my bad. I shouldn't have said anything. Sorry. Sweater's cool, eh? Oh, the cat's like... He's having a bath on the computer.
The kids are doing great, by the way. Oh, gosh, my kids. I love them.
Oh, do you? You love your kids? Okay.
And I love Shay.
If you loved your kids, then why did you do this? Why did you teach your daughters it's okay to be walked on and treated like this? Because that's what you're teaching them. That's what you're teaching them.
And we're working.
A lot of people are like, well, she's teaching them forgiveness. Sure. Maybe for the first time, I'd say yeah. But if my daughter was cheated on like 3 times by her husband, I'd be like, I'm going to punch this guy right in the lips. And you shouldn't be with this guy. And he needs a punch in the lips. Okay, after the first one, sure. Even Christians turn the other cheek. But and then they hit the other cheek. And then you have no more cheeks left. Okay, it's time to be like, here's an empowering move to teach my daughters. If your husband cheats on you 3 times, leave his smelly asshole. Okay? He's an asshole.
Through it. We're doing the best we can, taking it one day at a time. And
you have to convince yourself you love Shaycarl too. That's nice.
I can't wait to
I love him.
More with you guys. So stick around, and I'll see you guys next time. Oh, and also, we're starting the Moms View back up.
I don't care. Piss off. All she just said right there is she's weak. That's what she told us. And she said, but she's trying to justify staying with this guy because she's probably getting a lot of flack from her friends and family and fans, right? And she's like, well, hey, I have to do this. This is what a strong woman does. I'm so glad my husband cheated on me. But let me take you to church for a second here, everybody. Okay, cue that music. You are worth way more than your husband cheating on you, okay? If you honestly believe that you are so glad that these things happen to you and because you're stronger for it, I mean, could you not have different trials? And let me tell you this, and I tell you guys this all the time about your value. Okay, each of us has inherent value. Collette, you have value. Shaycarl, he has value. Everybody's got some redeeming qualities to some degree, for sure. Okay, everybody deserves grace and understanding. But let me tell you this: if this is happening to you, you don't need my permission, but you have my permission to kick that guy in the nutsack and teach your kids what it's like to actually value somebody. Because if you sit there and you let someone walk all over you or abuse you and all that kind of stuff, and I know there's nuance to it, But when you have an opportunity to teach people around you that you are way more valuable than that, then you can walk away from all that and be better for it. It might be really scary. Of course, it's daunting. Yes, but you are valuable. People need you here. But those people who treat you like shit, like this, and like other people who treat you like that, you don't need it. You don't deserve it. You are not honored in that. You can't just be like, well, I'm becoming stronger for it. No, because that's not your responsibility. You are incredibly valuable. And the cat just totally fell. You are amazing, and you should value yourself by not letting people treat you like this. Really, really, really terrible message from Collette. That was garbage. Absolute bonkers, considering now what we do know too. So, anyway, thank you for being here, everybody. Don't ever forget it, okay? How incredible you are. And you look so cool today at the eye shadows that you're wearing. The shadows are nice. Okay, good. I'm glad that you are here. You are my therapy sometimes, and I hope I can say some affirming words that you need to hear. It's important. So, don't ever fly flare, and I'll see you tomorrow.